Creatives, welcome to the Daily Pick a Card and birthday reading for December 8th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a 10 of clubs. Before sunrise, you're actually yesterday's card, which was a Jack of clubs. So I read each card, and then all together for the collective, we talk about the energy of this 10 of clubs day, Sagittarius season, second deacon, which is subruled by Mars. And then we talk about how we might maneuver the cards' messages. Then a very special birthday wish and message for you, 10 of clubs. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you, help yourself in your raising of your vibration so that you can energize your manifesting abilities. All right, card number 1. Got a reversal here. This is the Ace of Diamonds. So the reversal is just a heads up about what kind of energy you might be bumping up into today. So a reversed ace, that is a reflection of self. Diamond suits is how grounded you are, your skills, your talent, how you are feeling confident in just that. So there's going to be a bit of an invitation to delve into the lower vibration of that card today and feel like you've got to maybe present yourself a little superficial, right? Or that you've got to lie about something, your skills and talents. You got to make more of yourself than you actually feel like you have. So take a deep breath. Understand that we all get bumped into in that way every once in a while. It's okay. We all want to present ourselves in a light way. However, sometimes just because of the energy that we are working with or against comes and brings up those triggers. So why? Ask yourself why and watch yourself. How did you get triggered? Did it bring up a desire to reinvent yourself at the moment? To present yourself in a way that might not be totally true. Those impulses of anger or resentment or jealousy. What is that? So we all feel them. We all get there. We all have that from time to time. But what that is a mirror for you to understand yourself better so that you can let it go, release it, because that is what you are here to do. That is why this card is here for you today. It's so that you can take a look at that and you can understand it that little bit more, or a lot more, depending on who you are and what it is you're releasing. Tons of free will out there to do as little or as much as you want with this card. I'm just saying that it's here because it is supposed to be here. These are always timely, and it's ready to be healed. And you can ask your guides to help you with that. Do it with the best of intentions and the deepest gratitude to co-create with you. Ask them to bring it. You will do your best with it. That's all. All right. Card number 2, we have the 3 of Hearts. So the 3 of Hearts is a very creative card. It is temperance energy, so it's working through your emotions to get to that inner alchemy of how you emotionally spend your energy to create something. Not just art, but create life for yourself, emotionally fulfilling life. So it's emotional growth to do that. It's a card that is a small wish fulfilled. It's an upgrade. in your emotional well-being. It can be the therapy card. You can get in there if you are an artist or have some creative outlet, even if it's like being like a chef, or maybe you love feng shui, maybe you work with plants, whatever it is, you get creative with it. It feels good, it's emotionally fulfilling, and it's like therapy to do, right? Creating this beautiful, heartwarming, comfortable environment for yourself. So you can make a small wish, it will be fulfilled, or you can make a big wish and it might get fulfilled in a small way, but that's the card. So it is a Mars card, so you can move forward with it and feel pretty good about that. The interesting other part about the Three of Hearts is that it is a fertility card. So if you're looking to be fertile, it might be a good indication that that's where you are. All right. It can also mean like experimenting sexually as well, having an open marriage, or just experimentation in other ways of being fulfilled. All right. Card number 3. We have the Six of Hearts. This is an alchemy card. The sixes are an alchemy of self, because it's really understanding the conversation that has to go on between ego and soul. There's a certain amount of accolades that this card comes with. It's a success card. So when you have a successful experience, it is really very satisfying for the ego, but it doesn't last that long. Nothing lasts forever. You can only ride something for so long, and then it starts to lose its newness. And then it's time to move on for something more meaningful and deeper. They talk about that in the arts industry. You can run into a fear of success because maybe the next thing's not going to be as good, like a writer who writes a number one bestseller. How are you going to top that? How do you write another bestseller? So it comes with that, but that is where you reach your soul's purpose. You just have to go deeper. That's the card. That's the card that this is. It is Venus energy. So you have to get warm and kind and generous with yourself. You have to be very self-loving to do this card well. It's also the devil energy. So that is all of that awareness, consciously being clear and knowing how to empower yourself in the best emotionally healthy way possible. It's a big ask, but there is reward, there is success, and then on the flip side of it, there's a new beginning of a begin that is, again, where you have to reach deep and emotional and come up with something rich and beautiful. It's in the upright position, so I think you're going to be able to do just that. So, my goodness, 10 of Clubs day. Well, we've got some work ahead of us to do. The 10s are workers. They like being in the trenches. They like doing the work. They like having something every day to wake up to and move into with this enthusiasm, as far as I can tell, and enjoying it. They're kind of driven by the being, the ecliptic card, and the clubs, the black suit, spades, the clubs, 10s are the magician. And so they're very grounded and very knowing that they are being guided. They're very happy to to just be on their day and get it done. They're very efficient, very adaptable. They've got all of the skills and talents of the abilities of that suit. So of the pip cards, so they've got all of that going for them. So, and they're also a messenger. And the 10 of clubs, being that intellectual pursuit of knowledge, is a truth messenger. So we're in Sagittarius. We're in the truth meter. We're in it for ourselves and for others. The second deacon, Mars subruled, is a real catalyst for getting something done. So if you were wondering what you were going to be doing for the weekend, here you go. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun and it's good and it's creative, and we may learn a little something about how we are feeling as far as being ego led or soul led. We want to stay in that soul and truth and honesty and really congratulate someone when you feel jealousy or, it's the best thing to do. Tell the person that their piece is beautiful, that what they've just done is beautiful. I mean, it is, or you wouldn't be feeling the way you are. That kind of thing. So dig deeper, get below the initial impulse, and just have fun with this, because this is really going to take you someplace deeper, more meaningful, and you're going to learn something about yourself. It's raising your vibration. So we all have that opportunity today. Rewards for effort. Tens. Okay, happy birthday, 10 of clubs. We're going to talk about your chart. We're going to look at the invitation that you are being given to heighten your vibration. Let's see what you get. I've always liked this card, Windmills. This moon is beautiful. Cycles. The wind blows, the wheel turns. We go through cycles just like nature, because we are a part of nature. I just said that the other day to a friend about being animal. We are animal. We are part of Mother Earth. We're all stardust. We are all particles of the same thing. And you can't be separate from it. So you're either going to be a positive or a negative. And if we're talking energy, to raise your vibration and be as positive an energy as you can trump in a lot of different ways. Say you bump up into 2 small negatives. You win. That's right. You move forward. You absorb that negativity. It's a beautiful concept to think that you can master the negativity of others if you want to try. And in a very natural, warm, friendly, grounded 10 of clubs that you are, you have that ability. Remember now, you've got all the versatility and the savviness and the groundedness, the business oriented. You know how to get from A to B to C to Z. You're adaptable, and you are a truth messenger. So you can do this. You can raise your vibration just by understanding those natural cycles of how something begins and ends, and how you can be a part of that. So your chart, right? It brings me right to the ecliptic, naturally. Seven of Hearts. And that's exactly it. This emotionally stable, emotionally unstable cycles. It's a tough one because it's also that spiritual gateway card. It is Saturn energy, so we have to go there in your chart. That is the Five of Clubs for you. So it's a constant figuring it out and harder lessons than most. It is gleaming the nuggets from it, nuggets of knowledge and how to move forward, but they're harder knocks. And you have to take it in stride, these cycles, a little differently than everybody else because of it. So that Seven of Hearts, the ecliptic card, is also the death card in the major arcana. So with the death card, it is about you reinventing yourself. It's a maturing in a timely way. You take those emotional bumps in the road that perhaps that Five of Clubs on the Saturn bring with it. Feels good, doesn't feel good, feels good, doesn't feel good, and going all through those cycles of what that means. There's a grieving, there's a joy. All of that has to be taken into consideration. And there'll be some letting go. That's your Rahu. That Three of Diamonds is not an easy card. That's a scrambling card. It's industrious, sure. It's talented, yes. It's ultimately trying to find that inner alchemy, temperance energy, Mars energy. There's a lot of get up and go with you being sub-ruled by Mars and having that in your Rahu. Yeah, it's very interesting. Your overlying karma card is the Four of Spades. So it's incredibly important for you to carve out that kind of time for yourself, which you don't normally lean toward. It's harder for you because you are such a busy card. You are really in that Seven of Hearts ecliptic and Five of Clubs Saturn. And you've also got the Jack of Hearts on the Pluto, which keeps you in that younger, immature way of dealing with your emotions. Perhaps even in the lower vibrations, wondering if you are even lovable enough, self-love. So you've got a big job to consider with this cycles. But that Four of Spades, that overlying karma card, really is the key for you. That and your Sun card being that Eight of Diamonds. That's got that Seven of Clubs overlying your Eight of Diamonds. That plays an important role as well. Really understanding that you do have to let it go to make room for something else. There's a lot of reinvention with you. All right, enough said. Let's see what you get for the spirit and nature. Nine of Hearts. So, yeah, it just is like you learn something about yourself. Go and do a random act of beautiful kindness just for the feel goodness of it all. And that way you can raise your vibration. Those small acts of kindness are really so empowering and mood lifting and seriously filling your well of creativity to draw from. That energy is beautiful and clean and well-meaning and positive. And that's exactly where you want to go. All right, let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. Wish upon a star. I am made from the stuff of stars. I matter. We all matter, and we are all stardust. We are all part of nature. We all come from the same star. We are all given life by the same star. Beautiful. All right. Let's put positivity energy out there, and we can bump up into negatives and swallow them whole. All right. Happy birthday. I hope it goes incredibly well for you this year. Carpe diem, everyone. Stay kind and curious as we journey creatively.